Kanina kunugeni sawa ya kwani mashakil bijere salambi wasulu kanina kulu hibu badu ya jamaa mashakil bijere salambi wasulu salam alaikum alaikum salam salam alaikum alaikum salam Mafiko salam dema binadi beja kwani na kan belet mafiko salam dema binadi belet ya kwani na kan shoko tatu mafiko salam dema binadi shoko ya kwani na salam alaikum alaikum salam salam alaikum alaikum salam. Peace is all we need in our family, in our country. Salam ya oni na deye. Tiju Sudan. Number one. Aku geni sawa. Okot ma oko geni sawa.
Yeah, Sarah, how are you?
Jeran geni sawa. Sabi masabi geni sawa.
Oh yeah, that's for sure. Yes, sir.
Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. Salam alaikum.
Salam alaikum. Ganda. Alaikum salam.
Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam. Salam alaikum. Alaikum salam.
Please go ahead, share it. We will start soon. Waiting for a few more to tune in.
Mama before Mama gali jena de faida to mafi. Mama ne siti gali de ukon. Ya ukarabu jena de magaba. Iyaltanas tanigan bitu fimegeresa. Bekura imo kaman bitun kukus tafatu. Teresa, bibi sumutu kelifikura, wabirua fikenisa, mabi fikiri, dekulukan dirasa, ashaneke na dekere arufa deshuno, ashan kuman bifeki susikata mustafa tebarao,
lakini tena tamama.
mabido bekura ya pani.
Dwang, good to see you, bro. Oh, tena damadala. Oh, tena lazimi adibu. Oh, tena damadala. Waiting for a few more. Listen to Dol. Esse Quran a fogo reina. Waiting for a few more. Jeno tatondong kanamo lopara. Kanarabia mafi. Tena dema bilu ame Teresa.
Kanabi ujesma. Jena dema bilu wa fikenisa. Kanawo dilo akili. Jena debi abara sulu.
Dol karabu jena de. Oh, tena damadala. Oh, tena lazimi adibu. Oh, tena damadala.
Kanina maderi suya alikwasi. Kanuno raba.
Bitala hajatani.
Kanina maalimu ya alikwasi. Kanuno raba.
Bitala hajatani.
Kanina maderi suya alikwasi. Kanuno raba.
Bitala hajatani.
Kanina maalimu ya alikwasi. Kanuno raba.
Bitala hajatani.
Oh,
Kusara dele iti mama.
oh,
Kusara dele iti baba.
oh,
Kusara dele iti mama.
oh,
Kusara dele iti papa. Papa. Oh, chenye damadala. Oh, tena lazimi adibu. One more song and then we will start. Meanwhile, please help us by sharing it. I will appreciate if you do that. After this song, we'll start. Kaparata Yesu, Aturikawara, Kenya Mashile Gidam. Dunia, Kaparata Yesu, Aturikawara, Kenya Mashile Gidam. Wege dunia kapata Yesu, na mashile gidamu. Oh, kapata Yesu, matirja wara na mashile gidamu.
Ambia dunia habari ya Yesu, usirudi nyuma, acha twende mbele. Nimesema ambia dunia habari ya Yesu, usirudi nyuma, acha twende mbele.
Oh, kapata Yesu, matarja wara kalina mashile gidamu. Oh, kapata Yesu, na mashile gidamu. Kapata Yesu, matarja wara kalina mashile gidamu. Oh, kapata Yesu, matarja wara kalina mashile gidamu. Kapata Yesu, matarja wara kalina mashile gidamu. Kapata Yesu, matarja wara kalina mashile. Yes, let's go ahead and start our show. It's good to have a little music to take the stress out, and then we can go ahead and start with our show. Let's see. Sarah, she mentioned that she came here on time. Yes, yes, sir. Yes, ma'am. Yep, you have come in on time. Yes, you are number one. That's absolutely for sure. Brother Derenda, he said, sorry, salam, bro. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa ta'ala barakatuh. Just like my brother said. Duang, brother Duang, good to see you as well. What's up, brother? We have Nyalwak. Excuse me. Nyalwak Cholbol, good to see you. We have also Sister Beatrice Ladu, good to see you as well. And there's many more to come. Please, if you don't mind, help us by sharing it, please. I will do appreciate if you do share it. You know, that would be awesome if you do that. We are talking today. We are talking about uh, the stress become a big issue in our society. The stress become a big issue in wherever we live. People become stressed, and even it start affecting. It affects anything we do in life. Mala Beatrice, Mala Mugwa. It has affected everything we do in life. Stress become an issue. Thanking a lot for sharing it. I do appreciate it. Please continue sharing it, please, if you don't mind. Share it with friends and family. I would do appreciate if you do that. Uh, the topic today is about stress. I believe we as Genevian will become very, very stressful, especially with social media, especially in social media, especially with things that we do among ourselves. The attack, when we attack one another, when we attack one another on social media, this is a big issue, by the way, and we need to do something about it. You know, attack is a big issue, and uh, we must do something. You know, to be honest, we must do something. But what can we do in order for us to help one another? You know, what can we do in order for us to help one another? You know, so that's why we are here to talk. You know, yeah. What can we do different? This is an issue, you know, that we need to address. Mm, yeah, you know, we need to do something. You know, we need to do something about it. And I don't know, how do you view it? All of us will be addicted to it. All of us, we are, well, one way or another. All of us, we are stressed, either with work that we do, either with life that we are facing, either with the loads that we are carrying. We are stressed, and we must acknowledge that all of us, we are stressed. But the things here, sometimes we don't even feel it. We don't even look at it that we're stressed, and that's the problem. But your attitude toward one another, this is indications that we are really stressed. When you talk loud to one another, when you start accusing or calling names, you know, to your fellow brothers and sisters, those things can cause stress, by the way. And the level of stress, it's really very harmful. It can also even lead to even affect, you can have, what is it, high blood pressure because of the stress. You can have high blood pressure because of stress. You can have heart attack because of the stress. You will feel your health is not physically fit, your mental, anxiety, etc. So stress, it is not a joke. Stress is real, and stress, we are all of us, we are affected one way or another with the stress. Things that's going on in our country can brought us or can bring stress to ourselves. Things that we're facing can also bring stress among ourselves. Stress is the biggest killer. Thank you, brother Duan. Stress is number one killer among ourselves. Stress can even also bring suicide. People can kill themselves because of the stress that's going around us. So when we ignore it, and that's why our problem now, we see people attacking one another. We see people calling names to one another, and we seem to enjoy it. We sit down and listen to these allegations and listen to those names, and we thought it's fun. It's not fun. You don't know what those people are going through. Either well, let's say it's killing, or one of the family members get killed, or a situation in our country can even bring stress. But for us, we don't look at it as we don't. We seems to ignore it, and that's a problem. When we ignore stress, can cause to killing, can cause even someone to suicide. can cause suicide, and they can cause a lot, you know. But let's not ignore the spirits of stress, because by any means you'll be stressed on your daily life, with your family, when you're a single mom taking care of your kids, you can be stressed because of the levels of the loads that you're carrying, because of the attitude that your children are going to bring to you, the fights when they quarrel, and all this can cause stress. So there's so many ways when it comes to stress, so many ways, and it is something that we're not supposed to ignore. In case we can fix it, we can make it work, we can find solution for it. It's fixable, it's a treatable, it is something that we can overturn. And the only way to do it is by speaking to one another. When you see your loved one, they're stressed, you need to do something about it. Talking to them, encourage them. Let them get out of that weather. Let them get out of that situations, because the stress is real. When you keep seeing your loved one are stressed and you just ignore it, guess what? You are killing them softly. You're killing them slowly. But we can do something about it, because stress, it's real. People that are calling names and accusing and doing those kind of stuff on social media, why are they doing this? It's because they're stressed. And sometimes stress can, even you can blame it on someone else. Your loads, your problem that you're going through, huh? You can pour it to somebody else. And those people, they feel release when they come to social media and start calling and calling names and try to, when they come to social media and try to be wild, is because they're stressed. They are overloaded in their life, and they need someone to blame all these loads, to release all the loads that they have. So when you see someone on social media calling names and start accusing one another and etc., don't be surprised. Rather, we're supposed to help them. Rather, let not just laugh at them and ignore all this attitude and assume that those are normal. They're not normal. They're not normal people, by the way. They're going through hell. They're going through a lot. And if those people are one of your family that you love, then sit down and try to talk to them. Thank you, Brown Sugar. She mentioned John 10:10. It says, "The thief comes only to steal, kill, and destroy. I come that they may have life and have it abundantly." Yes, you're absolutely right. So the spirit of anxiety, the spirit of stress, those are harmful, which can lead or lead to killing. Harmful. They can kill yourself. You can kill the people that you love. You can even call names, and later on you will regret. You will feel sorry, and that's why don't judge someone that have stress. Don't judge them quick, because you don't know what they're facing, what they're going through. Anybody with stress, they feel release when they let it out. Anybody goes through stress. Stress is a sickness, and yes, we can overcome that by try to make them calm. You know, try to make them understand that, you know what, I know that you went through all this, but I believe you're going to be fine. You know, so let's not ignore it. Huh? Let's not ignore it, Jama. Let's not ignore that spirit. You know, I know today your loved one can cook for much better. Tomorrow will be your turn. Today it's your loved one. Tomorrow it could be your turn. You know, let me drop the link so we can all talk together and try to see what do you have for us. How do you define stress, especially among our family, among people that we love? South Sudanese don't acknowledge mental health issue. Don't you understand? You're absolutely right. South Sudanese people, they ignore mental problem issue. South Sudanese people, they think that mental problem is just something they can get out of it. You know, my brother's here, the
Yeah,
boss.
yeah, Galam.
I salute you, brother.
Yeah, good to see you, man.
Good to see you, man. How's everything?
Yeah, everything's good, man.
You had a haircut? You look different, man.
Yeah, I shaved my I shaved my hair. I was looking too rough, man. Too much hair, and but
Iowa.
the barber shop closed. They closed down. They locked down now. So
Oh,
I
with COVID.
just with COVID. So I just took it off myself.
Oh, man. That
So
man, this way, that way you save money, man. You know,
saves money.
making mistakes little by little, you'll be professional after a while, man. You
Yeah,
know.
I'm actually good. I'm actually good. I used to cut people's hair, but I didn't
Oh,
keep up. I didn't keep up with it. So
okay.
so
All right. Welcome, brother.
um,
Good to see you, man. How was
yeah,
the family, wifey, everybody?
yeah. Everybody's good, man. Everyone's good here.
Oh, that's good to know, man. That's good to know,
Yeah.
brother. That's good to know. Welcome. You mentioned that South Sudanese, they don't acknowledge mental health. It's a big issue. You know, what do you have for us this week?
Yeah, it's a great topic, man. And
Mm,
I know, like South Sudanese, like us as South Sudanese, our people don't really acknowledge it. They just see it
mm,
as normal because we have like generational trauma, like
mm,
coming from the war, coming from violence, generations of violence, violent society,
mm.
seeing people die, and things like that. So we have a lot of built up anger inside us, and
Exactly.
we're dealing with a lot. Like with depression, depression is like thinking about the past. You're dealing with the
Mm,
past, and anxiety is like you're thinking too much about you're worried about the future and the present.
mhm, mhm,
So
mhm, mhm,
so that
mhm.
we're dealing with a lot of things, and yeah, in yeah,
Even
it's a big issue, man. It's a big issue.
even with the attitude now, when we start accusing ourselves on social media and calling names, those are the symptoms of stress, man. Those
Yeah,
people are stressed, but sometimes we don't acknowledge that. We seems like they're just having fun. You will never know what they're going through. Nobody know, but the signs can indicate, can tell that something not right with those people. You know.
yeah. You're right, 100%. And when people when you're going through something
Hmm.
in your life,
Hmm.
and you hold it in and you don't speak about it,
Yes.
the stress and all the thing that you're holding inside, it
Hmm.
comes out in different ways. It comes out in negative ways,
Exactly.
and then you
Exactly.
affect the people around you. Being when you're aggressive, and it changes your behavior. When you're dealing with something like you mentioned about the people who come on social media swearing
Hmm.
and being aggressive, towards others. It's a sign that they're hurting inside and they're dealing with something
Hmm.
themselves.
Hmm. Hmm. Hmm.
And
Hmm.
yeah, this topic is something that we should talk about more often, because a lot of our people are dealing with a lot of things, like people in life in general. Most people have it. Most people go through
Exactly.
difficult times,
Hmm.
or
Hmm.
there's things that we deal with that we can't speak to everyone about.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
And
Yes. Exactly.
and
Exactly.
we need to normalize talking about this, talking about mental health, like feeling sad, even like crying. In our culture, like for example, Dinka and Nuer, as a man,
Hmm.
you're not allowed to cry, even
Hmm.
if like you lost a family member and you start crying. People say, "La la, don't cry, don't cry, don't
Don't
cry."
cry.
But you have to let it out. You have to let out the
That's
pain.
exactly right.
If you hold
That's
it in,
exactly.
and then it'll come out in another way, and then it will affect you in a
Exactly.
different way.
Exactly. Exactly.
Mhm.
Exactly. Because the more you let it in, the more it's going to affect you in the long run. You know,
Yeah, yeah,
uh, And sometimes they said if somebody's mad, if they want to shout, let them shout. Maybe they will feel released afterwards, you know.
Yeah, yeah,
But the things here about us, when people are they start calling names on social media, you will see 150, 2,000 people are enjoying watching that person
yeah,
without even knowing that this person, maybe there's something beyond that, there's something behind that. But the
yeah.
thing we don't acknowledge that and we don't see those kind of things, you know. Now I know, imagine back in starting from 2016, when you go backward,
I don't know why
أيام ده كان كتير ماضي. Hmm?
the sound the sound one with the mic. I don't know your mic or the network.
Oh, the
I
mic's
don't
not clear.
know.
Okay. How about now? Is it better?
I don't know. It's got this sharp sound to it, to the voice when you speak. When you speak,
Oh,
I can't really hear it. So
really?
I don't know. Maybe log out. Let me log out and come in again. I don't know.
Okay. Yeah. Log off and come back. Log out and come back.
Yeah.
And let me see if something wrong with the mic here. Can you guys hear me clearly? Is my voice clear? I want to make sure that you guys can hear me. Uh, my brother mentioned that the voice is not something not right. Let me see. Yes, welcome, brother. How about
Yeah.
that? Is it?
It sounds good now. Sounds good.
Okay, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, you're about to say something?
Yeah. I was just gonna say that all the things going on in social media, on Facebook and all that is
Hmm.
it's a negative mindset, negative culture, negative mentality, as well. People like when there's a negative video, people are there watching and all that and cheering on that person, encouraging that person to do that.
Hmm.
They feel
Hmm.
they see it as entertainment.
Hmm.
But like a show that we're us talking now, maybe there's a few people I can't see it here because
Hmm.
I deactivated my Facebook 3 years ago. So like when there's something like important like this, something constructive like this
Yeah.
show now,
Hmm.
like talking about how to deal with stress and things like that, and
Hmm.
depression and all that,
Hmm.
mental health.
Mhm.
Nobody's probably watching it, but if there's somebody insulting somebody there, they'll like to listen. So
And that's our problem as Genuine, you know.
mm,
Anything Fogo installed when we start insulting one another, halas, they enjoy it, man. This is fun.
yeah, yeah,
They'll grab the drink, chai, or whatever, and then they start watching it and laughing with them, you
yeah,
know. But they don't know what is that person going through. Even when you see the person, I mean, you try to compare the person that is insulting people now, 3 years
yeah,
ago,
mm,
and look at him now or her. You
yeah,
know, you will know that something not right. You know, their attitude on social media is different, but now it's different. So it means something
exactly.
not right. Something really shifted somewhere. You know,
Yeah,
but for us, instead of doing that, we just encourage, like, keep going, man. You're doing good. You
yeah.
know.
And the advice that I can give to people watching
Hmm.
is to if you're going through something, find someone that you can talk to.
Mhm.
Speak about what you're going through. Maybe you can get some advice from a close person that would never judge you and be be open and a good listener to you.
Hmm.
And
Mhm.
even
Mhm.
like going to a therapist for counseling or whatever. Like me, I'm not ashamed of anything. Like in December, I was like I went to see a counselor.
Hmm.
I was going through some things and I was
Hmm.
feeling overwhelmed and feeling very stressed.
Hmm.
So I went to see somebody, and it's normal.
Hmm.
We should normalize that thing,
Mhm.
like
Mhm. Mhm. Mhm.
in our society,
Hmm. Hmm.
and
Mhm. Hmm.
and
Exactly.
yeah,
Hmm.
even like building good relations with our kids as well, and just talking to them and building that relationship where they can be open to talk about how they feel, you
Hmm.
know. And there's a lot of things affecting the young South Sudanese, like
Mhm. Mhm.
children who grew up in a home where there's violence, like parents fighting
Yes.
and all that. It
Yes.
affects the upbringing. It makes them aggressive at school and things like that.
Hmm.
So there's a lot of factors. There's a lot I have to say, but I have to. We'll just make it a casual relationship, and then a conversation, and then I'll remember some things to say. So I'll let you say something.
Okay, and then we have a question here from Emmanuel Camille. Said that can you talk about the solution? I know the topic is very important. In your opinion, what do you think is the solution?
The solution is always like, if you're going through something, go and speak to somebody. Go and seek help, or be open about how you feel. You know, like, and if you're going through something, find something good that you like. Getting out the house, going for long walks, riding a bike, going to the gym, things like that. Activities. Keep yourself active. Get out the house. Don't stay in the house too long. You know, don't because you know, when you sit down by yourself, you overthink things, and then it's good to get around, speak to somebody, speak to a professional or somebody that you know, and that's the one way forward.
The thing about being, when we have those kind of issues, we seems to hide it.
Yeah.
If you're going through a lot, people don't come and talk about it. Even with the closest friend, even with your brothers and sister, they will never admit that, you know what, I'm going through a lot, man. I need your help. You know, so we supposed to observe it, because they will never come and talk to you. Sarah, I'm going through a lot, man. I need your help. I need your advice. So you are the one have to look first. You have to observe it first. Then you can go and talk to the person.
Yeah.
For the most part, they will deny. Oh, I'm okay, man. And you knew inside your heart, or you knew that this person is not doing okay. You know. But what are the solutions?
Yeah, me, I can totally understand that, because we come from we're very different to Kawajad, because Kawajad are not they're not judgmental like us. You know, we don't judge. You know, but Sudanese people, when they hear about something you're going through, they'll go and gossip or speak negative about you, or put you down and make you feel bad about yourself. So I've had that myself. That's why I keep to myself. I've kept to myself. Like, when I'm going through things, I've cut myself off. I haven't spoke to many people for a long time because of what I'm going through. And then sometimes people can think that you have something against them, but it's just that you're going through something and you don't know. You don't feel like talking on the phone. You don't feel like socializing because there's something bothering you.
Yes.
But so we need to learn those things, that if somebody's like that, maybe there's something bothering them. It's not because they have a problem with you, but they're going through something, you know. But those are the ways to deal with it. To go and seek help. Yeah.
So you can get help from your brother, your sister. If you don't want to go to doctor, they can help you.
Yeah.
And especially when you speak to someone, you will feel released a little bit, you know. You're keeping it to yourself, and when you let it out, it's going to be a problem. And that's why most people, you will see the attitude now on social media. It's because they have too much in their heart, in their chest.
Too much.
And when they let it out with anger.
Yeah.
Even you see the person, even the face is changing. You know, you will feel like this person is going through a lot.
Yeah. Yeah.
Go ahead.
Yeah, I was going to say, you can go to a therapist or like counselor and all that. Talk about everything you're going through in the present time, or if something that happened to you when you were young that's bothering you, speak about it, and then you feel like emotional, you cry out, let it all out. Exactly. And then they'll talk to you, and then you go through that process, you know, get that therapy and have the counseling sessions, you know, and that's the way to deal with it, as I mentioned. And if you have people that you know, someone that you know that's close, that wouldn't like judge you or speak about your private life, just go to them. You can speak. You know.
Right. And if you notice, people in Africa, they're not stressed like us, not of the diaspora.
Yeah.
People that live in diaspora, they have a lot, and that's why you see people living in medications. You know, from medicine to medicines, and they try to seek help. And you'll be surprised when you go to their houses. You know,
exactly.
A bunch of different medications just to help them out.
Yeah.
And when they come to social, you will see them like they're normal, but they're not. And they
Yeah,
will try to hide it, like you mentioned earlier. They will
exactly.
not try to show it.
There's this
Only
shame.
people
There's this
that
thing
knows
of
you very well. Mhm.
mhm. There's this culture that we have. People feel ashamed and like because we have we care too much. We come from a culture where you have to care what people think about you.
Mhm.
You know,
Mhm.
I used to be like that, but I don't like now. I don't care what people think about me.
Exactly.
I live my
Exactly.
life. You know,
Yeah.
because
Yeah.
when you care too much about what people think, you're gonna be a prisoner of those people. You know, you're a
Mm.
prisoner. You're just gonna
Mm.
be like you never be happy if you worry about what this person is saying about me, what the X or Y is saying about me. But
Mhm.
don't
Mhm.
just be
Mhm.
who you are and be happy. And yeah, another thing I wanted to mention was yeah, watching motivational. There's a lot of motivational videos on YouTube you can watch, and
Mm. Mm.
videos about depression and anxiety and stuff like that,
Mm.
and how to deal with it and how to cope with certain
Mm.
things. Those things help as well.
Mhm.
Like watching
Mhm.
watching
Mhm.
certain things,
Mhm. Mhm.
positive stuff. You know,
Mm.
like that helped me as well. I still watch them now. Even I watch
Yeah.
positive things. Yeah.
Like you will
So
never see South Sudanese to يعني يمشي في try to go and try to seek for help or go to a doctor.
mm,
You know, they don't do that. Even though they go through a lot, they will rather keep it to themselves.
yeah.
You know, يعني هم بيشوفوا إنه anxiety, mental health, and stress,
Mm,
it's normal for them. They don't look at it as a sickness. You know,
yeah.
you
Even
know.
even in our culture, when you're a violent and aggressive person, you see it as a nice thing.
Mm.
They see it as he's a big and strong person. He's
Yeah,
aggressive and can fight. He beats people up. But it's they don't understand. They don't understand that it's not normal to be like that.
yeah, yeah, yes, yes,
Yeah.
brother.
Mm, yeah.
Yeah, and we
Yes.
encourage that. Oh, you're doing good. Keep going. Keep doing what you're doing. You know, like in the mushkila. It's something.
Mm,
But because we have the freedom of speech, you can do whatever. That's what
mm,
kills us the most. You know,
yeah.
لأن في
Yeah.
Africa زول بخاف. You know,
Mm,
you will be worried about your family name. And stuff like that.
mm,
But in the us we forget all this good
yeah.
stuff. We forget about it. Even people
Exactly.
that are older than you. You
Mm,
disrespect them. They respect them. They go to social media and calling them with names. And sometimes I look like seriously. And a woman, she was making a kun like your mom age, and you are only maybe 25 or 30 years old. How are you gonna call somebody that's older than you? You know?
yeah. I totally
It's
don't
just, it's
understand it.
just
It's very
you know.
embarrassing as well. It's very embarrassing. Self
And you will
hatred.
see people are supporting and they're enjoying watching stuff like that.
Mm, mm,
And instead of going to tell the person, you know what, this is
mm,
too much, man. I mean,
mm,
they're supposed to talk to that person. If that person is stressed, then let's find solution. You know, خليه زول يمشي يتكلم معه, at least to help her out or to help him out.
mm.
You know, but when we
Yeah.
encourage stuff like that, we allow them to talk as the way they want. I mean, you know, it's not the way forward. Go ahead, brother. Mm.
Yeah. There's a lot of hatred in our community. Like
Mm.
we complain about Jalaba and all that, and like what happened in Egypt even in the other day. We complain about that, but what about us as Junubin? Do we love ourselves?
Mhm.
We don't love ourselves.
Exactly.
You know, we've got the
Exactly.
tribalism and all that hatred and killing
Mm.
each other.
Mhm.
But if we do that to ourselves,
Mm.
what do you expect somebody who's an enemy to do?
Exactly.
Yeah,
That's absolutely right. That's it.
yeah,
That's it, brother. حتى ذاته المشاكل بتاع جنوب السودان now, it even brought even كراهية even worse than before. You
worse
know.
than before.
You
Yeah,
know.
worse. Too much
You
hatred.
see killing somewhere, خلاص.
Mm,
Everybody will become mad. Everybody خلاص بيكون بيمشي في social media and start calling names
mm,
without even knowing the root cause. Maybe it's an incident, something happened.
mm,
We don't know any reminding enough information for what has happened. So
mm,
you will find people just when they see the picture on social media, خلاص, that's the evidence, and they will
yeah,
start calling names,
mm,
accusing tribe,
yeah,
calling names, and all this,
yeah,
and those are the signs of stress.
mm,
لأنه you don't even take time to analyze these things first and
yeah,
think about it before even saying words. And
exactly.
look at it whether is it a fake news or is it real. don't just rush and try to just call names.
Yeah.
That will not help you. In fact, you're making things even worse.
Yeah.
When the war started in Rwanda, it started by the way we are talking now. You know, and if you organize much with social media, they will start calling names. And then this thing will spread. The hurt, the karahi become even more. Guess what? Now, halas, war started between what is it, Hutsu and Tutsi?
And Tutsi, yeah.
Yes. You see, it started just slow like that. It started just like something in the radio. People started listening to it, and they're calling names, and people started ignoring it. But it become an issue.
Yeah.
So what we're doing now, we look at it as maybe as an entertainment.
Yeah.
Sure, we'll go back to the roots. We'll go back to our country, and then things will even become worse. But what are the solution? Especially women are the one majority are doing that. What can you tell? What can you say about it? What's your advice to them?
Yeah, I don't.
There's some men, but if you look at the majority are women, not men.
Yeah, there's a lot of there's a lot of hatred and all that, and I think those people are traumatized. Like a lot of the people that we see, like on social media, insulting and all that. Some of them, they had their families killed in South Sudan, so they have bitterness, a lot of anger.
Yes.
Yes. So there's a lot of bitterness towards the other tribe, and then that's how it comes out. But they need to deal with that, deal with that anger and seek help. Like I said earlier, that's what they can do. And yeah, the genocide thing. Genocide. They say genocide is a process. Like you said before, like people talking on social media, on the radio, and all that. It starts off like that. It's a process. It's not just a one-day thing. So
exactly
what even the UN Human Rights Commission said it last time when they visited South Sudan. They said it's possible that there could be genocide because the way things are going. Exactly. But people were denying it. The government is saying no. But it's possible if people are not careful.
So those people, they're expert. They know.
Yeah, no.
I know they have seen it before, and they know. Those things are real.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, one of the things that makes the stress worse in our society is we come from a society that's very judgmental, and people like to talk about people's problems. People don't stay out their business.
Exactly.
People judge, and people talk about you. And all that. Like last week, the topic about people not staying for a long time without having a family or something. Yeah. And that's people. Yeah, people would judge that. People would judge that couple and that family, and make them feel uncomfortable and isolate themselves.
Exactly.
So
exactly.
So that's another symptom of it. Coming from this kind of society, it makes it worse. Being a Junubi makes it worse when you're going through depression and anxiety. So I'll listen to what my brother wants to say. Yeah.
Okay, well, Morris, good to see you, man.
Good.
Hello,
How are you? How's it going, brother? Salam alaikum.
You're all doing great, brother.
It's a great topic, yes. So how's the weekend?
Everybody doing great.
Do you have the good Mother Day?
It was fantastic, we spent good time with mom and the kids. They're loving it,
You're special for the mothers, so we have to take care of them. Yes,
exactly. Bro.
It is our duty to take them somewhere special, and even they're far away. So you need to do something.
That's true, bro. That's true.
Yes.
Good to see you,
thank you so much. Yeah, thank you, and thank you for your view. Also, I pray for everyone, and thank you so much. Yeah, the topic, the kata hinak an why everybody stressed. Is staying stressed?
Yeah, stress.
Yeah, stress. In in the God words is stress. We are not supposed to be in stress because here stress there are no certain stress or fear call that be mushkil diamond because stress are no certain who it's dangerous. It make Satan bedakal for us as well.
Exactly.
Stress, yes, because iya haja kan tabishil iya haja likely fi hayataki kan fi zurub wala ma fi zurub, there's nothing nothing much can be another is problem because all of us we have so many problems every day and day. If we do what, but we have the problems, but we need to just continue with the prayers. And then mafa just may stress, because if you put yourself in the stress, that will lead you to the big, huge problems. So, and for me, you are try to avoid the stress.
Yes.
Try to avoid that. Find the solutions how you you can resolve this issue before stress get over you. Yeah. So that is for the stress. If we mushkila, just let somebody talk to somebody next to you. Talk to somebody for encouragement, or fi nas ketir rabna gal chuno nasasan nihna kullana na akwan o nihna kullana ummat or sisters. So fi zol kwes bo relate kalam kwes ita be dakhal fi qalbak ita basma bukra bakun kwes. And sometimes she talk about visual order making tabarak or tabe azab nafsak barak azab ma kwes le nafsak. Yeah.
Yes.
So stress there, and we really need to look at it, because most of the people, even most of the shop here, lose their conscious, lose hope, and then best fi stress bigger fi marisa, bigger fi sigara, bigger fi shunu, and then they mention anno Satan get legal forces there. The devil is always, you get the chance when you free yourself to the Satan betkul fik wala letu. Iya haja ita bagda tamun. Tamsi tasker, tamsi ta kunta kya, tamsi mashakil, bukra ita kun fi sigin, bukra ajat kitir.
Exactly.
So you grown up, you need to, family issues, there's a lot of them, but we need to pray for it. نبصلي له كل أسرة بتاعنا نصلي لأسرة بتاعنا كل يوم نصلي في عجل أنه stress. That will help us.
Yeah, what
what they're doing now on social media, do you think it's stress or much stress? If they calling names, for social media and attacking one another, those are the signs of stress. Do you agree?
Yeah, ما أنت عارفوا الستيمة ده أنه أساسا نحن جنوبين ما ناسا ستيمة number one. الله من بيقول أنه أساسا من stress أساسا أنت بستيمة أكوك في media. ده شيء لنا أو ده أنه ده فضيحة كبير للجنريشن بتاعنا لعيال تاعنا، مشكلة كبير أنه ناس يمشي في ميديا. أنت مذكر أنت عالم كله قاعد أنت عالم قاسم الكلام ده. إذا كان community, our community is strong, كان ما فاجأ ده اللي بيحصل. because أنه زول بيطلع زي ده أنه إن شاء الله ده التليفون بتاعك لكن ما تطلع برا عشان تشتم ويال تاعنا قاعدين نتفرج. our heart broke. So أنا أصلا مقصود أصلا making أصلا 1 month or 2 months we are going through Sitima. Because أنه أساسا we are speaking out to those people. So هنا ده أنه أساسا نحن بقول شنو نحن يا role model as أبواد وأمات. يلا بيك كان أمات بشتم يلا جنا بتاعك سخير بكرة هو كان جاي شتم إنت حالته هيوقفوا. يا إنت ما هيوقفوا because أنه إنت يا شتم برا هناك so هو كيف بيكون موقفين. So هو زادو جنا grow up with the embarrassment. كان ماشي في مكان زادو أمتا فلان جاي شتم أخوتا فلان جاي شتم. So فديه بمسك للناس. You know that? Yeah, it is فديه للناس. So نحن جنوبين نحن يوم واحد ما شفنا نساوين بشتم في الشارع. And they making us and we are in a first world, and that's why the problems comes. But
freedom of speech.
Yeah, we pray for this because anger, people get angry. You know, people get angry quickly. Temptation da Rabna who majabu. The Satan yagijibu temptations. So asan kida bukelli anno asasan zol begum beskira lezol de kan shiti man ga lezol kan shiti mita selilo afiwo.
Exactly.
Yeah. Yeah, and can fi personal issues best duglo telephone gulle okti akhi wal akui ajara galat wa I'm sorry. Yeah. إذا أنت بررت الموقع بتاعك مشاكل بيكون ما في لكن أنه أساسا أنت كان لسه مستمر ده أنت going backward وده كمان شتيمة له ربنا كل باسفكم كله اثنين. Yeah, so this is the most of the things our people ناس بتاعنا ما بعرف. أتاب الناس في تاب مفروض إن إحنا نسلي في تاب بتاعنا ده الناس في شنو ظروف منا كلنا إحنا نسلي في ظروف المنا. يا تنا كان في نسلي لهم أنه أساسا نورمون كلمة الكويس كلمة ربنا أساسا بكرة من كمان بجرو أب إن شاء الله في تاب دم بجرو أب كلمة تكون بارك لكن تما ده ريال أساسا بكرة يقوم كمان برأس شتيمة تشاكلة يلا فايدة بكون شنو ما في فايدة. Yeah, because أنه أساسا أنت ما ممكن تدرس يلا أساسا نمشي now the gangs now أنت شايف أساسا في اسم شنو في مصر في مصر هسه شوف we just signed a petition that is those young kids get attacked with the goals get attacked. So we are people get attacking us and we are causing problem for ourselves. Shifter, that is most of the huge mistake we are doing. If we could focus in any Southern Sudanese person touch it anywhere na school bogi fogo kan ma fajaza tab ma biji lena lakini asa nihna udena fursa lenas we give the chance to the people to enslave us.
Exactly.
Because our mind all is lost. Our mind is lost. We don't know where we are. That's why
they figured it out. We are not united, and لما نكون هنا divided كده خلاص anybody can take a chance to do whatever they want to do, you know.
Yes,
you know?
That is happening.
If it's not one of your family member, you will ignore, of course, you know.
Yeah, guy, I just wanted to add two things before I go.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to say to South Sudanese for them to if you're feeling stressed out, is to like find a solution. Like if you're stressed or worried about something, whatever it is, always look for the solution and work towards that, you know. Find a solution. And if there's something going on in your life that you can't change, don't think about it. Don't stress about something that you can't change. If you can't change it, don't stress about it. Don't stress about something that you cannot change, and just always look for the solution. And that's one of the ways to deal with stress. And those are some of the things that I use on myself, my own mechanism, you know. So yeah, we can do that's all I can add today. I really like the channel, man. It's good, like social issues, man. I love that. Like when I saw the topic, I wanted to come in and share what I've been through myself, and so that people can hear it and not feel like they're the only person going through it in silence, you know. So they can see someone like me. I've been through things myself, and they can hear from me and feel like it will be easier for them, you know, and they can listen to my advice and stuff. So it's a great channel, great topic. Yeah, it's really happy that you've done this.
So your advice to them, you know, to just make sure you talk to someone.
Talk to someone, yeah.
Okay.
Find a solution. Find a solution. Yeah. Yeah. Always.
Well, yeah. If you wait, you're making it worse. I know.
Yeah.
The money you touch it by then. That's when people commit suicide, killing someone.
Yeah.
And all this, you know. I know they just hold into it, you know, for a long time.
Yeah. Because all those bad thoughts can come to your head when you think negative. Always try and look at the positive side, you know, of things.
That's right.
You know, like in English people say, always look on the bright side of life. You know, always look in the positive side. Try. It's not easy, but you have to train yourself to think positive, and change your mindset, You have to rewire your brain to think positive, to have a positive mindset, you know. And,
what can you tell to the Junubin sometimes, like you mentioned earlier, they don't want to admit if they have problem.
Yeah.
How can they get out of it? Or how can you encourage them to, you know what, it's okay. Sickness, anybody can be sick, you know. And stress is a sickness, but it's a treatable. You can treat it too at the same time. You know?
Yes, because we come from a society that was always like, they stigmatize people. Like, even if I heard some people in Junub Sudan, somebody got COVID and they wanted to hide it. You know, people want to. They don't want people to hear that they have coronavirus. There's a shame. They feel ashamed. So it's the culture, because people are gonna judge. They're scared of people gonna say, "Oh, he has this, he had that."
Yeah.
You know, because we have that. And like I said earlier, the way to live your life is don't worry about what people are gonna say about you. The community, like Junubin, always gonna talk, whether it's positive or negative. You know, like they're always gonna say something. They will always find something to talk to you, to say about you.
That's right.
Always they'll find something. So just live your life, and if you're going through stress, going through something, just deal with it. Find a solution. Seek help. Don't think about what people are gonna say. You know, don't think about what Junubin are gonna say, or anybody. Yeah, just be open. Yeah. So.
Okay.
Yeah. That's all I can say, man. I'm not professional, but I'm going into social work anyway. I'm going to be studying social work, so I'm going to be doing that stuff. So I want to go into that and help people, you know, help the society.
That's good, man. That's good.
Yeah.
People are doing. That's what's up, man.
Okay. All right, bro. It's nice being on the show, man. I'll see you again soon next week or Thursday, whenever.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you, brother. Yeah, have a blessed day.
All right. You too, bro.
Have a good night.
Yeah. Have a blessed day. Yeah.
Brother Morris.
Oh man, that's you know كان عندنا في مصر وكالناس مفلسين في البيت امشي في امرويس يجد $10 زمان 10 جنيه ناس بمشي في كنيسه امشي على بدومنا جهزان انت بمشي على بدومنا او تمشي في ميدان كوره تمشي تفرج نفسك
ما في ستريس.
لكن ده استراتيجي بتاعنا في البلد ده بيمشي وين تمشي على بدومنا كوين ما في يس ناس كلهم مشتتين كله ايام ناس كلهم مشتتين
فيسبوك يطلع مهل بتاع ونوسه
هو زادو ان شاء الله عيال زادو هو من ما عنده زمن ما عنده تايم معك وهم تايم بتاعهم كله جد في كمبيوتر بس ياو هم شغالين بو they talk with the computer
والله ده مشكلة
راسنا جيكا بس بينا ده وفي ناس تانيين جاية في الدنيا ده ناس تانيين جاي develop شفتها they put the stress on us بدور كده بكتور لتا عيال صغار زادو بيكون جهزان
صح
يعني جانا صغير بيكون جهزان أسيتا كان جانا قالب جيم كان قلت له جيب لهم هو بيكون زعلان شفتها هو كمان ما وين جيم ده هو بستريس او بلوك حاجه ممكن شفتها نحن كان عندنا كلام ده وكان نحن كان في البيت كان فيه ما حاجه نمشي لا بدمنا بس لا بدمنا وربنا يكرم ناكل فول بتاعنا ونحن so it is just نحن بس نحن على بيكوتو حاجات كله بيحصل في نفسنا is our faults all us because أنا ما جيتمدوا بناس ما جيتمدوا يال أنا ما جيتمدوا بنفسنا ذاته نفسنا ذاته is very hard to to bring people together and just do the good things for ourselves. every community فوقه مشاكل every community فوقه مشاكل. There's nothing that is because everybody want to be I'm right. Everybody want to be but itamage shilo ano sasa akwida ile bonus kalam de kelan limu kalam de nakoto fi tarbeza no bonus kula na sawa wanashufa hal toshun kullu yes but tishilu mushkila de fi qalbak tamshi taqodbo fi albayt ita bas magal fi community hina lakin community ano shغل ta community shunu ma yawman bisaidu mafru de nas stress de nas mafru mon bisaidu
Exactly.
الناس inada يال التعبانين لانه اساسا fail في classes من community مفروض بوقي فوق tutoring بعمل tutoring بيساعدهم من inada counseling the mental issue كان في عندهم عشان ده ما بيكون كان في tutoring وحاجات ده يال ما بيكون مجانين في الشارع
بالضبط كده.
يا بقدر يساعدهم لكن كان انا ما عندنا حاجات ده يلا يال انت بربك بسمع كلام امه بسمع كلام طالع من امه دايركت لبره بيطلع اصلا امه اساسا ما top as a father. Father is a top person but mama is light.
Exactly.
Mama is always بيتكلم يا لا يا ولدي ما حاجه ده ما كده لكن الراجل يقول انت ما تعمل حاجه زي شفت هو في different. لكن كان في community انا اساسا بهلب عيال ده انه اوكي انت عندك مشاكل كلاس بتاعك انت ما تجيب النتيجه كويس في شنو مشاكل ده في شنو they will identify those issues
صح
لكن ساكت ده ما في طريقه brother we fail في every corner شفت بزمر we fail فوق كله
especially somebody like you raise the kids by yourself.
Yes.
Yeah. Stress enough. يعني ما easy, you know.
I didn't put it as
stress.
At the same time. Yeah, I didn't put it as stress. I just pray because it is me. There's nobody, no sister, no anybody. It's me with a God. Just only things. Shofta anabutola hey, Mama died. That is a God took her. So this is the God plan. But you guys, what I want from you guys, I provide a roof in your head, clothes in yourself, food, and you just go to school, bring me that certificate. That is what I want. There is sport, I put you to the sport. I put my kids in the sports. No one, I have all the certificate of the sports. I have medal all the sport for the sports. But I tell them, it is just me. There's nobody. My hand is alone. If you want to throw your study in the garbage, that is your problem. I don't want to be blamed as a father. I'm no failed father. I don't want that. Okay. I want you to succeed and for yourself. And tomorrow, yes, we didn't get this kind of chances, but here is study is free. Go ahead for it. Yeah. When my first son graduated as a graphic design, I was so proud. And when my daughter graduated as another communication, I was happy. My graduate as a business, it was good. Now he's working by himself. And then Winnie graduates as a music and opera singer. So that is a blessing. You know, up to now he's in Minnesota. The school, it doesn't want him to leave. It doesn't want her to leave. And the little one now is graduating. May is coming. Is a criminal justice. He said, Daddy, I need to study criminal justice, and I need to go 2-year political side. I need to go govern these people in Southern Sudan.
You see?
Yeah, it's watching all the machine. Yeah. So this is the most of the things we have to encourage children. We have to speak to. Put your children volunteer to the churches. Let them work in volunteer. But cannot go to bed all of them. Kelem she said the akilat lenas masakin. They will learn a lot. Woman be learning kelma rabbana fi qalbum. Because alela ita kan be amal kidma barra ita be gona fi choir ita be saadu nas al masakin ita bukra qalba bukun bare. Lakin anno yala anna kelumon bes tornahar kulun gadin fi jaza saki gadin fil bed
doing nothing.
Best game best balab game o kalas game de anno sasan belejinu yaltanna tabe bi game gali le yal expensive game you sell for kids to play with. Ita below jisma wo carpeta wo haja kwesa sanu be dress up mchibofi yenisa or mchibofi somewhere pray.
There's a question for you here, brother Morris. Can you please advise young teen if you break up with your girlfriends, what to do?
Yeah, they broke out the taban anu. This is the between the two parents. Two parents that anu assassin. They need to come together. How to, if they have kids, they need to come together, bring those kids in to grow up with a better future.
Right.
Mother and dad is, if you mother and father, you have a difference between your mom and your wife, don't put the kids on it. Don't put the kids on it, because those are malaika. They don't have zamtom on my fogo. This is your personal issue. Kelly al jana amshi free le abuto, keri le jana amshi free le uma bitao. Because anno asasan gulo, yes, nihna divide, lakin asma kilma tanna bikun wahid le yal tanna dasan bes mustaqbal tanna.
Aywa.
Inshallah kanu ligora jel tani, that's okay. Lakin iyal ma ikutu iyal fi mushkilata anas kubar.
Right.
Because they woman be grow up mazil lakad fi umur bitam. Badan kan making be gula no says ya abuta kunde makwes bonus lom kalam batala an abu au abu bonus kalam batala an ummun be gum be continue be gum mazil fi galbo. Bokura de peace ma beji between you and yalde kan ummun grow up ma fi peace. The hajal wo kan zol algas aldo, because that is what I see in America here.
Right.
Because ita asan case you lose child support kala sita bikun angry mom. But they yal pitak. O ita kan mo de to lomon akil yala munia bakil. They don't pitak. Okay. Girsa lita body de ita mufrum za ma difi child support gulo ya okti an indikida. Nasawinta in the question, women be accept whatever you bring it to them. But if you cut out the communication, and that is a problem comes.
Oh, the question comes with Emmanuel Bugulino. What can you do to advise your team, the boyfriend and girlfriend, if they break up, a boyfriend and girlfriend, they go through stress, right? Yelling for teenagers, you know. Sometimes they can get to suicide and can kill themselves or something. What's your best advice for them, for teenagers?
There is if you broke out with somebody, that's just the disagreement. And that's my agree with each other. That might be lead it like to commit suicide or something like that. No. Allah lela zola lela inta habbetu who can habbak beniya wahid will be stick with you for the life. But if the person just want to play with you, will be play with you until you get angry and then tomorrow you leave. So to split in order to see the people love each other, boyfriend and dad is there is support some bitak our hajas all day hal who jadi later or who judge best ala maita. Yeah, because asasan kan into bala market of tarfu and zola jadi beji the family bitak gula asma hey binia de fel and zol kwes ana there zoju o beji. Lakin asasan ina de best no move de inter no move ita fil bed my girlfriend no move you my home without any agreement. Anytime any temptation happen, any moment, physical bet la baram in bed.
Exactly.
Yeah. So that is the problem happened between the boyfriend and that is because they pick up the wrong person. How they pick up the lady aklago tazol mafi. How all they bekun sukurji. How all they bekun tafoda. How all they sitima. You don't know. So the young kids need to learn to take responsibility. Yeah, and inshallah, you young shabab pitana the young, they need to pay attention for their sisters. Because the woman assassin they lose hope themselves and they go out making fi bar fi mahalat de bemche yashrubu basan junu anu mushakil behil ma fi mushakil behil ita yashrubu fi bar ina kan shribta bormil teji fil bayt ana bafta bukra the same mushakil lisa bayna.
Exactly.
The same problem is in your head. So if you go there and assassin ita ligitu ina akutake itu mufru to protect banata kontabele, you have to protect them. Yeah. So
and another question: when people are accusing themselves, calling themselves on social media, do you think those are signs of stress? Are they stressed? Or not? Social media.
You know, stress, you are the one bringing the stress. If you don't want stress to come to you, don't ever go to the social media and stress somebody else. Yeah, don't stress somebody else. If you itama gadartan hina, don't go. Because anu asasan stress zai ta bijib le nafsa. Asa hal inta machi mazumlan kulyom. Del kullu making nasa sukurjin. زي نحن عندنا كان في مصر عندنا شباب كان بيجي يعمل فوضى في كيمك في هوتيل في باري. وين الشباب ده عندنا بيقول له حسب الكلام ده ما كويس وينو من كل مسلم ماتوا. كلهم ماتوا. because أنا أساسا ناس أوكير ناس جون ناس منو ده الشباب ده. Yes كان بعمل شقة في ينادي في إنه قلنا له hey كلام ده غلط. أنت لسه شاب صغير don't do this. So stress أنت بيجيب لنفسك. كأنت لقيت زملان الكام ما تمشي معه. وقف في الطريق ده عشان انت زادو انت ببنفيت كانت لقيتوا اكو تاكي زادو تا كلام تا دراما بنتي زود كلام هنا ده ما تجي شتم في الميديا قول له يا اختي انا كان بحب ده زي اكو خلاص كلين هنا ده اصلا انت لما تقول سبيكا اجينست انا بلاف انا بحب ده فايتقعد في الطريق بتاعك انا في المحل بتاعي ده حاجه اللي بتجيب شنو بوقف في ستريس لكن when you go forward with each other مشاكل بيكون بكتير especially when you go to the media.
The thing, brother Morris, احنا we encourage that. لأنه لو شفنا هسه لو شو ده سلطة شتايم مواجهة كان تلقى ملأ. We like to see stuff like that without knowing that person is stressed. He or she is going through a lot.
Yeah.
وإحنا بنشجع الفوضى. We would like to watch them. Oh, they're good. خليشتم. You know. And without knowing that they're going through a lot, but encourage that, why don't we go and talk to them? Those things will not take you guys anywhere.
Yes, we support if the community members, if we have a good community, to shift to Okotake stress get shitimu, I'm sure got more dead. One small. Asma mushkila toshunal kelu angry.
Exactly.
Sit together and pray together. Bukra gelbu be change. Lakini anna kan ge forage besa anna be kutu bala bitana fogo. Oh yeah, that's good. Well, anna be thumb up. Oh yes, that is a great thing to shut it. Yani that bodina win.
Exactly.
And nihna zato asasan anna ge jibu anna ge fata door la evil. As an evil will affect us, and that is So it is.
Can I say, brother Morris? I noticed that a lot in social media. If the Zil left her account, we throw pictures, we would والله تعرف مباركة الناس في لانيا 10 people or 15 people. We did not investigate whether it's fake news or it's real news. ما عندنا evidence. تلقى باكر الناس بمشي they will start calling names. دينك كده ونور كده ودينك كده ونور كده. But without even knowing hell زول ده, is that person real or not real? Is those news, is it true or not true? You know, that's based on the picture, based on the story, خلاص. Without even doing investigation, we believe. You know, عشان كده للأسف الحوادث ما بيجيبوا news في TV without even making sure it's really accurate information, accurate news with evidence and with حاجات زي كده. You know, what can you say? لأنه I've been noticed a lot of pictures بيكون posted, no evidence طوالي. People start hosting shows, start calling names, start accusing, this is stress, bro.
ما انت عارفوا بلد because بلد فوق كارثة يعني بلد نحن عايشين في ISIS country now in جنوب السودان. المشكلة اللي بيحصل نحن ناس كبار بتاعنا المفروض كون بيكون role model in order to guide the kids, a young generation, to grow up with a peaceful life. So the حكومة بتاعتنا ده ما حكومة. أنا دائما بقول له this is the militia government. أنت لما recruit the young kids or you pay them money to go put their life in the risk, that is a dangerous. That is a dangerous. We outside here, what we hear is just people get displaced, people get killed, people that is, and those elder people are enjoying their life. Bless you. They're enjoying their life. So this is the most of the things, and those kids, come on, media to get the information from their relative, it just come out, and everybody just want to speak about it. But before you do the investigation and find the truth, what is exactly taking place, so this youth are sending by the people, are the one recruited by the groups. Like here you have American, they have gangs group. It's a different kind of gang groups. When you recruit the gangs and you are sitting there, those gangs, they are in different life. If you go to meet with those where the head in the side, and if the other one where the head is in half, it's going to shoot each other. So for us in Sudan, is a government is the one recruit those people to go and find these people in Lanya and display these people, because they think everybody there is Thomas group. And that is a problem happen. So we say investigation, do the investigation. Don't fight, don't cast in any tribe. Those tribes find out what is exactly send these people. Find it, and then you come and speak out. Because those are people are recruited, and they're doing now for Eastern Juba, West Equatorial, and they're doing in Upper Nile. They're doing that. They're attacking those group. They're attacking each other. So our I don't know what we say, Lam. We speak this a lot. I don't know if those people are reading. Even these people are understanding how the country can be run. This country is going to the hill right now. It's not gonna be whatever he hired, whatever today he brought the people. That country is gonna go to the hill, because God is already said. He said it's gonna be the punishment. It's gonna be in the Southern Sudan and Sudan. It's gonna happen because our mind is not the same. The people are leading us now. They're Arab, living to the Arab world. They're living with the Arab mentality. And they want to slave his brother, you want to slave whatever it comes. So they don't know that the time will come for them, that it will end that one day. Those young kids, you're supposed to build them to be a great children that to work for the country. You give them opportunity to do the good job, work, to get education, and to lead the country. But every year, every month, we are crying. Every month, every day, we are crying. There is no day when blind that there's nobody lost somebody. We always lost everyone. We lost everybody every day. And those Lanya, my prayer go to those families. The mother and children, they're not supposed to be displaced outside in the street. Mafi mara mufurkan be wole dutane fi shejera. Mafi mara tan bikun be gad majana fi Jambal Gesh. As and we fight for this country to bring peace and unity among all of us. The hajal nabi. Lakin anno a devil taban shakal manas kitir. Ina zato gubal kida zato bikun marfu rabbana kalamta rabbana teshibu zato. Uzar mar. So إذا كنت أعرف كلامت ربنا أنه ما ممكن يور عيال تكي بسافر أو مرة تكي بسافر وأنت بكون مبسوط. أكير نه أنا ينوم في التراب وعيال تاي ممكن ينوم في جوا الفوق فتانية. That it should be, but we don't have that. We don't have that. We don't have that. So what if? Yeah,
that's true. So what's the way forward? Laano Hassa, the war, the social media war become even worse. The stress become even worse.
What is that?
The suicide become even worse. And we are dealing with four things now. And spirit with our suicide, war with our Facebook, social media, war with our back home, and then even war among ourselves. and we don't admit that we are sick, we are facing problem with the stress. How can we get out of this?
Like I said before, we lose the conscious in our mind. We lose our mind. All of us, we become as a refugees. All of us, we lose our mind. We was fight against the Arab that time. We fight against Arab because of slavery. This can be taught slavery us by the easy way, that is a move you guys menina mafi madrasa hina, they move you monimayo la kaka use mahalate, can they move people, just use you to clean out the place for them. You just clean up the place for them, all of them. So that we move away from that. They say, okay, it's enough, it's enough. That is our country. But these people now, they come to the 2011 when we have our another move. They think one time. Let us put our people to rest. We can put our people to rest. Open the schools, open the hospital, bring the clean water. We have electricity. Is a big in Terikta Numle that it can all light South Sudan. We can do that. We have mineral. We have anything. God gives us everything. But these people, they don't know what is a responsibility. Because they say, okay, I'm a dictator, I'm a debigulana kida, or debigulana kid. A kid there no some indumana. The mental is a kid there are not to protect your country. You come and teach the young Askerias and Betala bigger jesh. It have the reason. So for us, al mushkila al-kabir to bring us to this point right now is a lack of knowledge. Lack of knowledge is the one holding us right now in the country. Because unnecessary people take the work as a personal work, as a family oriented. Nas bishtakal kullu mainade, might pay attention for the country. Even now, you don't know who the crime people be. Even people die in the villages. You don't know how many crime people enter there.
It's true.
You don't know mujrimin gadin hina going to gadin to shakal mabat. So this is the most of the problem. And Kanjina country 2011, where we have we have a unified army and we have everything. We elect the new president. We could have no problem. We could have no problem. We could put security for our people. We could start working. We could agriculture, whatever is school, whatever is, we could work very well. But these people, they don't have that. And these people have their own problems. They have their own problem themselves. It's just for themselves. If you care about your country, can there. Because now the Mushakil al Sajada, women could care about themselves and their children and their families. Sudan. To bring the peace and come to the peace issue, peace is never come. If you're killing somebody, families today, you kill this tribe here, you kill that, how that peace is going to be? Peace is not going to come. Until you repent. If you repent, say, hey, sorry, I'm sorry, what I did wrong to the Southern Sudanese people, and then peace will come. That will come. But if you think that it is a power, Mafizol, Rob Nagal Mafizol into power. It's only God create us. Gun is not going to protect you. Only the God is the one protects us.
Exactly.
And those guns we're using right now, the farming, using the grenade, using the automatic weapon. Where is the farm in this world using the automatic weapon? For what? Grenade should support to be the military, for the military to save the country if there's a problem come between the other countries. So we have different knowledge there with these people. We lam inta alela kanta mashera alela can begin race South Sudan. You can govern Sudan is much better because we stay in Egypt. We know what is it we suffer about.
Exactly.
And we know how our people get enslaved. And we know in the Khartoum, when we grew up in Khartoum, we see what it was tough for us. But these people, they don't know. They like to wear the fake uniform to show themselves, like in unnecessary physical work, action to take it for the country. They don't have it, and that is a problem we have, my brother. That is a very hard. Layam sukarde, shabab sukarde. Anu iyal al bench min hina san bench mun beligo chances as an odum shokol. How be training them internship. They can be the internship. It can be the internship. It's going to be hard, you know. Internship that is supposed to go there to training them to work for the country. They don't allow that. They kill them. They kill them. Now we are speaking, me and you. If we go to Sudan today, maybe we come there as a biscuit. Nobody knows. Because they don't want you to speak the truth. It's your country. If you don't speak the truth, who is going to speak for you? And if you don't work the right for your people, who's going to clapping hand for you?
Exactly.
Oh, I see now. Yesterday, they see that they want to put us with the ISIS. So if they're ready to be with the ISIS, welcome. And first one, because I see Salva Kiir and everybody with the Riek Machar, all of them, they're in the middle. They want to create the Islamic State. Wow. So they want to, if it say that Salva Kiir want to change the Southern Sudan to be the Islamic country, what? African nation, you going to change it up? Man, these people, they have a mental issue in their brain. They don't hurry Sudan, Sudan, they might hurry Sangal, the peace. The hurry Rasanuman, the sell Southern Sudan, parallel, Mujrimin Tamunde, Obokura, I Dakal ISIS, the woman can give that ID, the result Palestinian members of Torres country Europe.
Yeah.
See that? So those is the things and Nas and Mage Fata Enafogo. Mage Fata Enafogo. Sandeki as a Mushakil as a Sudan, Mushakil for
now we have war in our country. We have war on social media, you know, everywhere war.
Yes.
You know? So when are you going to have peace of mind?
Yeah, that's media. That is a media. This we are the one to control ourselves. If we know that we reach we are speaking out of bounds, so we must control it. Now I'm happy that we how many months we didn't see the negative people are coming out no more. Now because I know we encourage them, we talk to them, we talk to the neighborhood. Do you know this person? Please talk to him. Don't go out there to the media and do that because you're stressing the people more.
Exactly.
If you cussing people out, speak to the speak to the hak talbeli. Matters to. Samta nas mafi. Kulu nasa kulu tabanin gabal kulu mafi gebila wahid muksud fi Junub Sudan. All gebila is suffering. So inta beji fi media hina anta stress others, you stress yourself, you stress others with you. Kevian and nas be just kuliom besa sana liga akil bakul kasumu inum bukra ijar fi insurance fi wajad ma fi zolen zaman le hajata stress.
Exactly.
Because you put too much stress in your head, you're gonna be ita bet like gumasha renta kuncha. Yeah,
right.
because that is what it is. Because media is for the conversation and munakasha to identify the issues that we tackle the issues that's affecting us.
But why? Morris, why us? Mafia Fargatani, Nigerians,
yeah, your voice is low there.
Why only us Junubin? There's other Africans. They're not doing that.
Huh?
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear your voice is low. Okay, go ahead.
Now it's good?
Yeah.
Okay. The question is why us Junubin going through that? For Ugandese, for Kenyans, they're not doing what we're doing.
Yeah, because those are African countries that try to be media because we say we lost our conscience. those people are nas fahimin inta insan fahim ma bemshi fi media santation.
Exactly.
Okay, the nas anno asasan al sharaf bitak da ma temshi eshtum fi barra le nas isal kana kuta kamal haja batal ma temshi eshtum fi media. Lakin Africa country they don't ma fi zol fadi la hajas da. We find this network fi media bigger they mahalta soup al khudar wala sukonyo wala something. But this is a reality. This is a national Facebook, and all everybody listen to you. What do you think? And if you're gonna come there creating the problems to others, Peter making Kelias and Nas Kumzalani, Marquez. Marquez. Nas Uganda, Nas Munudel, Nas Kenya, then Nas no, you can find them to go to the media and chat them. Because it's a because Hakuma Tomo Namandarja Pibele Tumo Kutuk. Lakini hasa zebitana data karajadi na mafi zol bamleki ya haja ile kanita kelim didala hakuma. Umon be punish ita kan kelemta didala hakuma be dakalo fisik. Lakini kanta shitimti umon they don't care. Yeah. Umon zat be shuru bata kufu. So that is a problem. So to the media, we need to stop those things. Amma Junubin Kulu, among the Junubin Kulu, we need to stop those kind of behavior. We need to respect ourselves. The person we have to respect our kids. Our kids, because they're watching those things, they read the things that we write in the Facebook. They're following very careful because they're not into technology behavior. So when we respect ourselves, we respect each other.
We have Sylvester, then we'll come back to you. Sylvester is with us. Hi, Sylvester.
Oh yeah, assalamualaikum. I'm good. I got something.
Welcome.
Yeah,
what do you have for
yeah, maybe wajar. Lakin kada lagi menur jangan tu disebut orang anak berarti. Ya, anak lagi menur jangan disebut kuis. Bagaimana yang anak berjob? Ya, sampai kemarin lagi, ya, di Nur Merana. Bagaimana? Ya, itu masih show, nara jangan ada show nak.
We can't hear you. We can't hear you. Masa no quiz. Go ahead, Morris. Unmute yourself, Morris.
Ayo, brother. What happened?
Yeah, Masa Ameno. Fia Hunesum John Glenny. John, I dropped the link. Follow the instructions, and will bring you here to studio. John Glenny. Yeah, Masa Ameno. We can hear him. Okay, John guys, they are fear of death, and they respect their country law. You talk earlier about Africans, huh?
Oh, okay.
When you mention Africans and Bagindel, they don't go to social media and talk like us. Kanendum law, their country, they have the law, and they respect their law. They fear when they go back home, they can get killed or be arrested. Those people, they have their loved ones still back home. So maybe they're worried about their fear of their life. Something will happen to them. Like you mentioned earlier, we don't care. Whether in the diaspora, we're just calling names toward one another.
Yeah.
And our children are watching. And this is the most horrible things. What we're doing. It's very sad.
Yeah.
Brother.
Yes. You see, my daughter one day asked me, they say, Auntie, why the auntie was cussing that in the Facebook. And I was my heart broke. She doesn't see that. You could say, Auntie, I never see the auntie cussing in the Facebook. I say, ma'am, this is where is people persuaded
You see?
because he heard something. Is just I think it's not good for her, and she just doesn't call the person in the phone. He just went to the online. So I'm sorry for that. And he say I can handle this kind of person in my Facebook. Yeah, that is my daughter.
See?
So it is hard, my brother. You know, when we see in the media, this is something that now the connection is everywhere in the country. Connection, even Nashville Village, they have telephone. They see what we are saying.
Exactly.
And whatever come to our lips is good, will benefit them. And whatever is coming bad, there will be shame about. Because all of us, we raised by the father and mother, and we grow up with the respect. And if you're gonna see your sister or your auntie out there, and then Cassie or your uncle Cassie out there, you are not gonna feel happy because there's no respect for you.
Exactly.
Yeah, because there's no respect. Because life is on you, personality, how you act. We stay in Masr. One day we fight. One day we curse each other. One day we fight in the street. No, we are brothers, and we fight. We love, and that is if we find the food we eat, and we go home. Why? Because God created us like that. We have to stay equal. We have to respect each other.
We don't even talk about tribe.
Yes, we don't talk even about the tribe. There's no tribe in here. Yes, we don't talk about a tribe. Yes, because life that we live in, we live in the peaceful. But now see what is happening in Cairo for a couple of these years. See how much the trouble being found in Cairo. I say the jazz yamata into arpa million onus 4.5 million Southern Sudanese people. Sudanese people general in Cairo. What did say the judge say? They let you guys, Southern Sudanese, you guys as a funny people. But those Arabs, those are criminals. They're selling their kidney, they're selling what? All of them we know.
See?
Up to now, they're still doing that. Okay. They buy the kidney, one kidney is $25,000. That's the judge in the mobility Amni Dawla. He was saying that. Why he was saying that? Because there was problem. If you remember the problem of Farouk Abu Issa Majon Top.
Yes, yes.
If you remember that, yes.
Yeah.
That was it. Said just called us and put us down. So, we are people who know us. We are not the fighting people. We are peaceful people. But because we are peaceful people, people take advantage on us. And we let the people pinch us. And we let the people slave us. And we don't say nothing. But me and you, we fight. How come?
Exactly.
We supposed to fight our enemy. That is what is fight. But we can fight each other.
See?
If we fight, as of the children, Nasam Pitana Fartaku, Yaltana Fartaku, where are you gonna lead Bukra generation to grow up when? Who's gonna lead the country? And now we are in a crisis all the time. When the crisis is gonna stop? If we ask ourselves, if there's a government there is hear this message, when the crisis is gonna stop? You have guns, you have everything, you have things in your hands, and it's still the crime, people dying every single day. Mom get displaced out, children get displaced out. Listen, why not the diaspora do the same thing? Yeah, bigger diaspora, how people can come together.
Exactly.
It's gonna be hard. أنا بكلم كل يوم هنا في show أنت بعمل show as a nice benefit the good words that you can solutions how we resolve the issues, how we tackle the our problems affecting our children. We community gaja we know nas kubar bidana the way
قاعدين
لكن
they
كان
don't
تقول
want
له عرفي مع الصوص نمشي ندق صوص يا بكره تعيننا ولا اسفل كده ولا اسفل كده من كله في كلام ده. لكن as a man you supposed to speak out and prevent the problem, stop the problems among the others. But we don't have that. So stress there as a it is come. But if you are out there stressed, take the stress out, keep praying, find somebody who will talk to you, will be let kalam quiz. Well, ask my music quizzes and be chill out, stress out from your mind.
Yes.
Because the stress is increased so many things.
Yes. That's true. We have brother Sylvester. He keep coming and on and off.
Oh yeah. Actually, I want to say something here, but yeah. Because I was been listening, and I was doing my little work, but now is my chance or no? You want to wait for a minute or what?
Yeah, go ahead. We are hearing you.
Oh yeah. Kalau answer kalau the Jamadel, then sometimes this is common send from the show or something, but if it try to escalate to be political ideas, no, really.
It cut off. So his network is not good. Go ahead, brother.
Oh, malas kata.
Bukun network. May focus. Don't focus network quiz.
Yeah. So
yeah,
it's okay. Go ahead.
So the best way is for us to try to forgive one another and try to talk. Anybody can make mistake. Anybody can be stressed. Like in order for us to encourage it will not take us anywhere. If we see somebody stressed, we tell them kalaman nonsense for social media, and nonsense close mazolda, they need to go and address the issue. They need to go and, like, especially you. And if you talk kalamat kap for social media, wallah Morris is stressed, wallah. And close my Morris, we will go and talk to you. Then you will get healed. And instead of encouraging you, Morris, you're doing good. Keep doing what you're doing. My kid, you are killing the person instead of healing the person. And that's our problem. We don't address one another. We don't face one another. They are all Muslim. You do bad, I encourage you to have your bad instead of telling you, Morris, you need to change. No, we don't face one another. And when you become sick, you don't admit that you are sick. My stress is a sickness. لكن انت ممكن تقول له الله تعرف تقول لاخوك لانه في كبرياء احنا متكبرين. You don't want to show your brother or lies, I'm going through a lot. انا دي نفسيات انا عندي problem. We don't do that, and that's our problem.
Yes, that's you're absolutely right. Yeah, you're absolutely right, because nihna enda nasta counseling fimo good. Nihna magadino foti shoko ta counseling tutoring wajede na magi foti su. Yani nihna niji minina iyo zol shakal shokol bitao. We don't care who tutor our kids, who take care of our children. That if he fail at the schools, we don't have that. Counseling the mom that they have problems. Au indu mushkila na gejera la kawajat. Kawajat umma sasa nbenchi be separate nas families. Go bera create more problems. Rajal kan ma direct kala sibu bes gedim le divorce. Okay. At the end na fi bele dina fi nas counseling anu sasa the rabbana katab dal kan itenda mushkila fil bait wonu suma family bidaka ma gedir foko amchi le jaran be jasa ita kan jaran ma fi limun kullu usra the family kullu together. So need to resolve the issues. So that is it. But for us here in the United States of America, we have 50 states, and all of us, we are everywhere. But the community is focused just shokol ta community mun besta maktab alela ana bidugu telefon le filan na bonusu kalas au tafa rusum o kalas modu inta. But community is work. Community is work. community عنده فوق حاجات كتير. يعني انت عندك ناس شغالين مع new refugees، عندك ناس شغالين في warfare بيشتغل، في ناس بيشتغل في مدرسة because we follow the يال how they're doing في state. community أنه أساسا بيشاري المشكلة البوليس حكومة مع students عشان هم بعرفوا أنه كلام غلط ما بقدر بعمل هناك. So that is what we do in Wisconsin too. أنا بشارك من أمشي في city أو Alabama من attend the meeting نادي أنه أساسا what is happening in the city. So we know how many gangs you have to know. You go to the police commissions. You go there to the meeting. You share mom the library. You can speak to them. They will listen to your voice. So there's so many access for us in this country, but we don't have that. As in the Kenya, Nairobi, and African countries, شغالين في حكومة نيجيريا. أصلا في شيكاغو كله نيجيريين في government. السايقين ليميزين اللي بيعمل شنو الشغالين في police. They're there. لكن هنا جنوبين. How many of us now enter the police? How many of us in the firefighter? How many of us who are not شغالين في electricity or في في school and بدرس yeah. We don't have those. So what of the reason, what of the purpose of a community? A community عنده حاجات بتاعه. الخدمة بتاعه نمانتا by law. You read the bylaw of the community. There's a service on it. There's a legislation. You need to reach out to the people, and you need to mobilize people. You need to get a sponsor. You need to help your community for the issue that is affecting our mothers, single mothers. يعني زول الله في مستشفى community ممكن يشيلوا باقي يقول أسمع نمشي نزور فلان ده كده مزارب بيدانه امشي وديه له. We support to do that. But people take the community عملتها رئيس نهار ده تمشي في البيت بتاعك تنايم ولا تجيب خبر تزور ولا تدوق تليفون إلا يوم تميتي. So how that community or we are just faking ourselves?
See?
We are faking ourselves. Because we have, if we want to do something right, we have to work. Do the work. Bring your paper in the table. I bring my table, what I brought in the table, what I reach. And that is a community. But if you're going to tell me, okay, just contribution, we can make the contribution, and there's nothing moving forward, we are lying to ourselves. And that is what is affecting us everywhere in the world. Because we don't involve ourselves into the stuff that is a country. We don't study the law here, what the law said here. We don't follow them. Like now we have our children, 200 children facing the deportation in Iowa, in Iowa and then Nebraska. So why we don't have now people to go and counsel them?
Exactly.
But this is a huge community there. So what happened? Every Southern Sudanese citizen is your child. So why we deny? Galak anta help jana miskin hard robna bukra bodik aju. So why we are just ignoring the truth?
Exactly.
ده حصل مشكلة اللي حصل في الجنوب، مشكلة اللي حصل في أمريكا، في استراليا، في كندا. ما في أي حاجة يلقى بس deportation. بس deportation. كم في استراليا كم 129. 108 already خلاص dismissed the asylum. So what is this? Okay. So if I can community تاعنا فاشل، بلد تاعنا زاد فاشل. And that's why we don't have any words to say. Because أنا قلنا ودي سلطة دلنا ساوين كلمة أكيرنا ساوين ممكن بقدم سام. Because شغل بتاعنا شنو؟ مرة زادوا كان جرى بيجا منا يلا فادا بتاعنا شنو؟
ما في.
مرة بيجي زاد ما في زول اللي أنت بتقول بكانسل أنت بقعد معكم يقول يا أخوانا كلام ده غلط يا أخوانا معلش نحن نحط ربنا في قدامنا ونصلي.
It's true.
يكون في مشكلة بس بسيط. misunderstanding. So ده حاجات لأنه أساس الناس مفروض يفocus on it. لكن we don't focus on those ones. We focus in pinching each other. Filan ده كده أو drama كده أو ده كده أو ده كده. لقد وين؟
Exactly.
We drama ده أنا أساسا ده أو ربنا زادو جي punish نحن فوق. ده أزادو strike جا فوق. Because أنت كان بيزول الجوانس drama. دائما بكره مش حاول بيكون في راسك كله every time.
I had to come and add something.
Yeah. Welcome, brother Don.
Yeah, I had to add something that what my brother was saying.
Okay.
Morris. And it's I just wanted to say about the depression and the trauma, like with the South Sudanese community, like especially with the parents who came from the war in Sudan, and then coming here, and then they're going through like post-traumatic stress disorder, depression and anxiety and stuff. Yeah. So they're dealing with a lot of things, and they're dealing with a lot of that, and the way they it affects the upbringing of the children as well. So if you're angry, you're aggressive, you're dealing with a lot of trauma from back home. You lost family members. You're angry, and it has an effect on the children that are born here, the children that you have here in the West, and then they grow up here, and their parents are aggressive to them, very violent, and another issue. One of the main issues I wanted to mention was negative talk to children. When you call your children stupid, and you don't encourage your children, and you're very violent. There's no love in the house, and domestic violence, like the parents fighting in the house. So that has an effect on the children's concentration in school. Like when they go to school,
Exactly.
When the children go to school, they don't concentrate in the class, and then they're aggressive and they have their own like depression themselves at childhood, and ending up fighting in school, get expelled from the school, and then they don't do well when they grow up.
That's why you see it drop off from high school. They don't want to go to college.
Yeah, they don't want to go to college. That's why I came to respond to what Morris was saying, because like he did well. His example is very good. His children are very good. Like the way he raised his family is good.
Yes.
And that's a good example of South Sudanese parent doing good, raising the family, encouraging your children. The most powerful thing you can do is to tell your children that you are smart, you're intelligent, and to encourage them to believe in themselves. That's the most powerful thing you can do,
Exactly.
And if you don't encourage your children, if you don't instill confidence in them, make them confident and believe in themselves, they're not going to achieve anything, And that's why you find that the Nigerian families are very successful, because they have a very strong, solid family unit, and they work together, and their marriages are very strong, and their marriage is more of a partnership, like the Western kind of marriage. But our marriage is very different. Our concept of marriage is different, and so that has an effect, So
because Morris lived, he experienced that in that's why he's given us his testimony. He was a father and he was a mother at the same time, both.
Yeah.
Imagine raising 4 kids. It's not easy. And he was not stressed because he believed in God and everything was running smoothly. Yes. Go ahead, brother. Unmute yourself.
Okay.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, it's 5 kids, man. It's not 4.
Oh, 5?
5 kids.
Wow.
Yeah. You see, school. This school here, Yal Pitana is suffer a lot. Like now, my brother said, at the school there's a bullying.
Yeah, I'll talk about that in a minute. When you keep going, I'll
there's
mention
bullying,
that.
a lot of bullying at the school.
Yeah.
When I have 100 families, when you come 100 families of Somalians, you have kids. We put the kids in the English as second language. The kids, the one who went to the high schools, Hmong and Lao and Africans, they don't speak English. They're all speak a language. So what do? The kids attack them to the bus every time when they wear those jacket of coat. Sometimes they wear the ladies jacket and then they go with the bus. So the African American pick up on them. You see?
Yeah.
And then African kids, they don't tolerate pick it up. If somebody speak up, he's gonna slap him right by the back. See?
Yeah.
So fighting is every time the police come. Okay, we as a community of Milwaukee, so they call us leaders. How do you conduct this situation? How do you deal with this situation? So we went to the schools. We brought the kids. They translate Hmong, African. They translate for them. Dr. Sabasen was there, and we all went there to the room. We talked to them to the auditoriums. And there was a translate. This is African kids. They don't speak English and they don't tolerate any bullying. If you don't want to lose your tools, don't bully those kids because they don't know anything. Your culture here, they don't know how to they fight. So please, you guys be careful. African American, they understand that because every time at the high school, there's a fight. So we say, okay. We talk to the transition system public bus. We set up the camera in those bus. You go one side, always taking refugee kids. We put the camera and security guy in the vehicle behind. The bus going and those guys, those African American. If you fight one person, they call the school over around the city. People will come and attack you by the group. So yeah, that is what they do. Don't look at that. Bully that So we put the camera person is they take the camera, fight start in the bus until they all beating each other with the garbage can. You see the garbage can in the bus station? There's people beating each other with that. And those kids have they bring their wire for those chargers, battery, phone chargers. They start fighting, beating those guys with. See that? Everybody is screaming and swimming. This African American say, no, these people is now we're not gonna play. We're gonna bring the gun. So they went in the morning. Police come, District 3 come. We call them. They come and the camera they brought it and they show them to the auditorium. Those video went viral for every school in Milwaukee. We was expecting all the shooting every time in the door, but all this is stuff because explaining to the kids. Chief of police come and talk to them, and we African children we bring the chief of police in where we play sport. When we finish sport, we have a gathering together. We put it food. All the international team kids. All for African nations. So bringing them all together, and then we bring the chief of police to come and tell them about the violence, about the gangs, about the head wearing the head, how you can wear the head. Head here is difficult. When you wear the head in your head, make sure that wear is straight or backward. But if you wear just sign little bit here, just the gang is you get shot. You get shot in the street.
Yeah.
So we have all this teaching the kids. Now it's in Milwaukee. We don't have no kids in the prison. We don't have no kids go to the jail because we talk to them about the safety belt, about what, about the respect their goals, about this, all this discussion. You need to write down the piece of paper and give them, let them go home and read. That is what it makes kids in the Milwaukee, African kids are successful. They all went to the colleges and they all high school. That is it. They're working. Everybody have come. That is what we have. But if it's a community, we have an African community in Milwaukee. We have 6,500 people attend the African picnic on July 2nd week, every July 2nd week.
Wow.
They come and attend those things. We
That's
teach
good.
them culture. We teach the Raksha Shabia, or Sudanin Fogo, Kuluda, Kura, Gadam. So
let me
that's
talk
it's
about
sport.
2 minutes. 2 minutes. I'm leaving. Right now I'm driving. Yeah, I'm in the road, but I stop and then I want to answer 2 people. Please, Mr.
Who that?
House, guy, you can give me 2 minutes. Let me talk and then I'm
Okay.
leaving. Yeah.
All right, go ahead.
Okay.
Please. Oh yeah. Well, kalam da nasu kulu wani su da kalam hakika can guy gari amu show bitaw da lakin kalam gudu da jito masa da bomar da gabar show ya o fi zulta na kalam ajiyar ta ne feran al yal bitana zan ana gidam da ana father inda na kula yal lakin yal zan shan yakbaro kef alhamdulillah yana yal bataraboni beragamun ganin bayidin lakin fi idnin ya ganin jimbe. Yeah, so what I'm saying, what he said about Bob Marley, and then في زول تاني ويل يا قاعد أنا شايفه، لكن ده أساسا America cannot change the people. People change themselves. لا مرة بكون تقيان، وهناك ده المرة يكون راجل جوا البيت ما يكون مرة. ده we know wherever ده قلنا كان في مالنا قاعد في مال قاعد شوية ده أنا كنت قاعد هناك. So then kan fi politics, I have another website. Itu mungkin disebut fogo. Ana gak kalam nak. Yeah, fa ena yana wala tak mungkin yatla harami yamshi dukan isir kajat. Wa bitak mungkin kun tawali machine fi mel bita machine fogo. And then binialo balak umur 14 sana خلاص ماشي مشوار. So ajadel ana sama shangalan tukun der نرسل الاثنين سؤال انا بقول انا ساق عربيه انا قاعد انا قاعد اجول عربيه شوف.
So what is your question to Brother Duang or Brother Morris? Hello?
Yeah, I mute myself here. Okay. Hello?
So, Mister, you have a question for them?
Hello?
Oh, we lost him. Okay, go ahead. Who was talking? Brother
Morris.
Duang
No,
or
I'm
Morris?
still here. I hear you. Yeah,
Oh,
I'm
you
still
can
here.
hear me? Oh, you have a question for them?
and then اقول لهم في
Gata. Okay.
Yeah, network without Taban.
Network Taban.
وين يوغندا
without Marcos.
وكينيا. يا شوف نزل فعلا هم فعلا في رياض السياسه ده الناس هم قاعدين ياكل قروش وهم بيعملوا اجيال دم. لكن شوف ده جاي داير يلم family سوا is called family common sense. Yeah, ده كلام المفروض فوقه المفروض. لكن كلام السياسة داخل فوق ده شغل بتاعي. And then you guys زي ما انت شفتني ده then go to my website you can find me. انا قبل شوية انا عملت show like 2 hours ago for انا my show بتاعي كان عمله like 2 hours انا بعمل.
Okay, go ahead, brother. Who was speaking earlier?
Oh, so without network.
Network to Taban City. Fadal, brother
Yeah.
Morris, you were the one
هو
talking here.
بيتكلم في موضوع نساوين انه انت قاعد في البيت مع مرة انه مرة يا بيكون سلطة في البيت. لانه ما في حاجة زي ده اساسا. مرة اساسا هو انتوا كان وصلتوا السكة مع بعض و you love with each other. You supposed to treat each other equally في البيت. الكلمة كلهم بتاعكم بيكون فيه اتفاقية واحد. لكن مرة ما في مرة انه اساسا قالوا بيستمر. الراجل عنده موقف بتاعه. المرأة في البيت انت بحبه زي اختك زي امتك. because هو ياو ليتها في البيت. Almara can get jam in bet abu is looking for the father. Oma get look for result and get jazz.
Exactly.
Inta mara ita ebederis mara btak. Isar kanu gamal haja galat okon mo fi serir wonus mo. Okon fi serir wonus mo wo kalam de kili ta jo hinak.
Exactly.
Just act around. That will benefit both of you. Lakini inta kanja minna ma shatta bita firas. Au ta darib sos firas bita binak وتيجي من هناك مع اسلوب القتال لمرة.
Yeah.
يا ده هو اساسا مرة ما بكاف. وانت المفروض كان حماية لمرة.
It's true.
لكن انت لما انت لوس حماية ده انت بسكيري هو. You think مرة ده بقعد في البيت ده؟
No.
مرة ما بقعد. في مرة عنده صبر بقعد كده بعذب كده أخده بكون تعبان. أصلا بس هو بهيبك وما عنده طريقة أصلا بيطلع برا من البيت. وانت لا كان انت انسان الراجل انه اساسا انت تقول ده مرة تاعي انا احبه وتقول له كلام نسيه في راسه وبيكون كويس. مرة ما دار انه تمشي تسكر برا وتجي بفوق. تجي من هناك ممكن جسمه ما بتقدر يطلع من كراك جسمه كله قافل مريسة.
Yeah.
انت ما زوجته اصلا هو انت جا كبر هو بمريسة. ولا انت جا كبر هو بسيجارة.
That's true.
ولا انت جا ستي مو. انت زوجه اصلا كون مرة بتاعك. ايه فوق الله. Care, support, understanding, love each other. ده هو الحياة البلد. انه حياة اللي انت بتجوز مرة بتاعك بنجوز كويس. I married when I was 15, my wife was 17. في مصر ما في زول كان بعرف موريس مزوج. انا كنت صغير. Nobody knows. انا كان جاي في سكاكين nobody knows. انا كنت بمشي مع روبن. سابي روبن جابريل هسه يا هو في اسم جنوب في استراليا. بنمشي قال زول عنده يا نو ما في زول بيصدق. إلا كان جاء في البيت بتاعي ناس كثير في البيت بتاعي. ليه؟ أنا أساسا we care, we love each other, we trust each other. أنا كان في البيت زي هو في البيت. هو في أنا في البيت هو زي في البيت. في مود بأنك سوا نظافة كسرقمات عيال مقوى كل حاجة ده أنا بعمل كل ساعة في البيت. because هو أساسا هو is leading me. هو ياو كيف أنا ومي ما في أبوي ما في هو يبي في أنا كان كده عندي سودا هو يبي problem ديك هو كان أيام أنا يبي problem. So أنت ياو كان persuade the woman ما تلوم woman because woman أنا أساسا من بداية في الحب أنت كان ما قلت له بزوجك بطريقة هو ذاته ما بي إلا كان أهلك يا راسه ولا تمارا هو ما عارف أخلاقك. الزوجو في بلد جابوه بس الترطوار لقى في البيت هو ما بعرف اخلاقك شنو انت زاد ما بتعرف اخلاقه شنو ده بلد بكرم.
And by the way, Maurice, that's the topic I'm going to talk about it on Thursday. Is what did a woman want from a man, and what did a man want from a woman, in order to make a healthy relationship? You know, this is what we're going to talk about on Thursday. But you have already read my mind. You know?
To be a concept of marriage, concept of marriage in South Sudanese society, because in the Western world it's different. People, it's more like a partnership, but with us it's like Morris explained it all, how it's supposed to be. That's how it's supposed to be. But some people, they want to treat the wife just like a small child, and but it's more like with us in the Western world or wherever, that people who are educated, I think I call it education. I think if you're educated, you have a different educated mindset, just like Morris explained it. He explained it 100%, how we're supposed to be. And if we follow that, his advice, then they will have less divorce cases,
So it's true. It's true. Yeah, that will be the Thursday topic. and then I will try to bring 2 women. They will come and talk on behalf of the women. You know,
Yeah.
What did a woman really exactly? What did a woman want from a man? And
Yeah.
then in our side, we will talk as men. Come on, what do we
Yeah.
want from a woman?
Exactly.
You know,
Yeah.
and then that will be a healthy, conversation. Or
Yeah.
inshallah, it could good. I think we come to the end of our show. I will give you 3 minutes to each of you guys. Go ahead, Brother
Yeah.
Dong. I'll give you 3 minutes, and then I'll give more 3 minutes, and then I'll wrap it up.
Okay. Yeah, I just want to say something small about bullying.
Mm.
And like you guys said, our kids the kids are going through a lot, like in the homes, like negativity in the house. You know, not every family, but yeah, in the homes, domestic violence in the house, no love in the house, no encouragement, and then they go to school, they get bullied by other people. Sometimes the teachers are not understanding. The teachers are even racist, and they're biased towards the kids. You know.
Yes.
So that can cause like stress with the kids, as well. So at home they're stressed at home and they're stressed at school. So we have to be careful. We have to build a strong relationship with our children in our communities, and make sure they're open to the children they feel open to talk to us about their problems. Which is very important, because recently we had a case here in Calgary where a girl commits suicide. Yeah, there's a girl from a family from a will. She commits suicide. The school didn't take care of the case of bullying. Yeah, she commits suicide.
See?
And there was another case where a boy from I think the boy was from Estoya. Yeah, it's from Equatoria. A young boy. The white boys were calling him a monkey and all this at school. It was in the media. It was in the news and online. Yeah, they made a big thing about it, you know. And there was a policeman who went there to go and encourage him and all that. The policeman who does like anti-bullying thing, so he went there to go and encourage the boy and stuff like that. So there's a lot of issues. So people need to look out with their kids, make sure their kids are okay and happy in school, you know. If they're not, if the school is not dealing with the bullying, they have to move them to another school, because you don't want to end up having a kid dying or going into gang life, you know, getting frustrated, you know. So yeah, that's all I can add, man. It's a great show tonight. Great show.
Thank you so much, brother. Thank you, brother Dong. Hope to see you on Thursday, 8:30.
Yeah.
Let's come and see what will happen next week. Next 2 days.
Yeah.
All right, brother. Stay blessed.
All right. Take care, Morris. Nice
Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Yeah, God bless, man.
God bless you too, man.
You speak good, yeah, man. Thank you.
All right, brother Morris.
Yes, brother. Just I want to say thank you for those of you. Everybody's watching, and there's nothing much we speak. We have to speak the truth, because it will heal us. And just for the families, please. Iya family tenda ki yal monitor the game yal by no some game del kulu mok tu fogo time and how many minutes the kids should watch. Our kids is tala gangs moduta video games. That is affecting our children right now in the United States of America or anywhere in the world, because those games you can just download it. It's a free game, shooting, smuggling, all those have that. So I'm just telling, if you have kids, monitor those kids, give them every game there's 20 minutes on it, 25 minutes, kids sit on it. But if you let the kids spend the hours, it's better to let the kids write something and you can see. Give them book, writing book, can they write something that to improve their handwriting, because bukura yalma bagdar katib iya haja kanun jafi physical work, they're not gonna do anything. Remove the game from the kids when they go to sleep at 8. Remove them and put them in your refrigerator focus and mafi zoltan because they'll fox mun internet mun gaimin hina bayan game pitam. So television for your room is very complicated. You go to sleep or kid before the television garden for it. So that is most of my message to the people. So thank you so much, brother, and keep up with the good work, my brother.
Thank you, brother.
One day we're gonna have this council back home, inshallah.
Exactly.
Okay. God bless you, and say give my my salam lil yal pita, madam. Yeah. So God bless your night, and we will see you on Thursday. And God bless your view. And also my prayer for those people suffering back home. ربنا كلي يباركهم من برضو وربنا كلي touch قلبهم انه ونكون كمان كن في سلام يعني عذاب ده خلاص نحن تبنا مع عذاب. So تبنا كتير. So ربنا يبارك يا brother. Thank you so much,
brother. I'll see you inshallah.
God bless. Yes.
All right, stay blessed.
Yeah.
Thank you, brother.
God bless.
All right, you take care.
Bye now.
Bye-bye. That's Brother Morris. He was Morris and Duang. They have done an awesome job tonight. And I hope this Thursday we will come and talk about what did a woman want from a man, or what did a man want from a woman, and how did a woman want to be treated. Those are the things we want to talk about on Thursday. Please feel free to bring someone, and if you're female, come and tell us how do you guys want to be treated, and what's the problem how do we solve it? How can we solve it in terms of understanding one another? And that will be the topic. But today's topic, stress is real. Stress is really can cause even you or a person to even lose your life. For someone to be stressful, it's not a joke. It's serious. It requires someone to talk to. When you see someone under stress, don't ignore it. Try to go closer to your loved one and try to talk to them. You might really save them from committing suicide or even doing something harmful for themselves. Of course, we all get sad when we lost our loved one. We all really get sad when we lost our people that we love the most. But at the same time, we have a hand في كل مشاكل اللي بيحصل. What I'm trying to say is God has created us with the wisdom, with mind, with mentality, but the way we run our minds is different. There's some that are slow with observing things, and some like they're fast, catch up something fast, they figure out the root cause and they find the solution right away. It does not mean that you're smart. The person that is, will be catch up and get fast. It doesn't mean that you're smarter than other people. No, it means that people are different, and we all work in our time zone. The person that is smart, برضه ممكن يعمل حاجات. زول كان slow ده ممكن يعمل حاجات. You will be amazed with that person later on. So, I thank you all for today's topic. I hope that we are going to make some changes by looking careful for those people that are stressed. Let's not ignore them. Rather, we have to bring them close and try to find out the root cause of why all these things happen to them. And what can we do different in order for us to save their life? Whether they're teens, whether they're older people, elder people, it depends on the circumstance. But in the end, the sickness is the same. The sickness is the same, right? So let's try to do something different. I know we are good on when we watch people calling names attacking one another. We're good at watching them, and we look at it as it's a entertainer. We like to see people are doing things that are not godly things are not supposed to happen to our loved one or our sisters or our brothers, but yet we accept it. We like to watch it. We like to encourage it, without knowing that person is going through hell, without even knowing what is this person going to gain if you're going to accuse calling names to your fellow brothers and sisters, your fellow South Sudanese brothers. You will never gain anything from it. But we have seen in 2004, sorry, in 1994, when the genocide happened in Rwanda. It started with allegation. It started with social media. It started with radio until when the war start and become they can't even control it anymore. So when we look at people bullying and calling names and start uh, uh, doing things that are not appropriate things, and yet we support those people or we like to watch them, we watch those people. Guess what? Sure, those things they will come something big tomorrow. So when we see something that is not appropriate, let's address it. Let's try to solve it. Let's try to see whether that person need help. Maybe that person is going through a lot, and the only way to for that person to explain themselves or explain himself is through media. In order for that person to express what he's going through, is going to be through media, through calling names, because stress comes in different ways. By the way, you know, final begin spirit of suicide, final begin spirit with like to hate people and like to fight with the people. Finance we go and try to call names to other people, but especially for no reasons, And some people they like to create stories. So the spirit of stress comes in a different ways, I'll figure. It depends on the person. It depends on the person, the way you are taking it. People taking it in a different ways. In the end, they all come في حاجة واحد كلهم. Whether you're doing stress of suicide, stress of calling names, stress of attacking people, stress of fighting, killings, they all beg you for the same thing scenario, of spirit with a suicide or a spirit with a stress. So those things are real, are happening in our society, in our community, in our environments, students' environments. Yes, we are very stressed. So many people are stressed with our problem that's happening in our country. People are stressed with the killings that occur in our country. People are stressed with the pictures that when people post them on social media, it also uh, make people stressed. People are stressed with names when you go and call certain tribes with names that can also cause stress. So there's so many ways Nas become affected by stress, uh, and that's why it's really important for us to talk about stuff like that. Stress is real. Uh, it's a sickness. My encouraging to you that don't be ashamed. Don't be shy when you feel lonely, when you feel like you need help. It's better for you to, or encourage you to go and express what you've been through or what you're going through with your loved one, with your friends, with people that you love the most. They can help you. They can find ways to uh, get you out of there. But if you go to a doctor, you have to explain your symptom to doctors, what you are facing, how do you feel, and etc. Then the doctor will give you prescription that will help you based on your symptom, right? So it is good for us if you're facing problems, if you feel like you're stressed, go and find someone, explain to them your symptoms, things that you're going through. I'm sure you will observe and you will find help. Seeking for help, it's not a crime, there's nothing wrong with that. But keeping it to yourself, that what harm the people. That what really look at it that it's dangerous to keep to yourself. I thank you all. Please share it with your loved one, your friends, and share it with the groups, people that you know. Again, I thank you all. Please don't forget to come in on on Thursday. We are going to talk about what did a woman want from a man, and what did a man want from a woman. You know, how can we live a healthy life? You know, and how can we understand each other very well so that we can live a healthy life, a life that we can raise our children in peace, a life that we can all enjoy. You know, and the more you live healthy, the more you live in a healthy relationship, uh, peaceful relationship, you're going to live longer. So any one of us deserve to live a healthy life, a happy marriage, and you want to raise in peace, you want to raise your children in peace. Thank you all. Please share it with friends and family until we meet again on Thursday, 8:30, by the grace of Almighty God. Shalom, shalom. Stay blessed. God loves you. Remember, you have a work to do. Let's try to be stress free. I'm sure we can do it. Bless. Shalom, shalom. Until we meet by the grace of Almighty God.